a pleasure to welcome you back. And I know that there are a few new people, so a very warm welcome to you. And I'm going to invite you for this very short practice called laughter. So we're going to begin with laughter today. And just before we start that, we're going to do a couple of exercises, laughter exercises. Before we start that, I just want to say a few things. Some people have this voice concern. They say, yeah, faking my laugh, it's weird. It's not as natural or authentic. So, yes, I get that. It's not as natural or authentic. But I would say that, waiting for those moments to make us laugh can be few and far between. And if we are always looking for something or someone to make us laugh, I mean, we could, like, depending always on external factors, we could go without laughing for days. So we choose, rather than leaving it to chance, we choose to laugh. Laugh for health, laugh for healing. Just let go and laugh. So, one more thing before we begin. We feel slightly uncomfortable when we start laughing. That's okay. So, to help you with that, first of all, I want you all to come on your feet in all your glory. I want you to stand. Lovely. And what I want you to do is just follow me. I want you to just follow me. I just want you to do this as if like you're brushing something off your shoulders and the other side. And this action that we are doing, what you're doing right now, we are shooing away all the judges that sit on our shoulders day in and day out judging us. They're gone now. Now we can laugh. Okay, so now bring your hands in front, spread them wide apart, and just clap. Just clap. And now to this clap, we are going to add a sound and a beat, which is ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. So ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Open your mouth. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Very, very good. Yay. Say it. Very, very good. Yay. So we are going to, the first exercise, let's get out of our heads. Okay, so we are going to do this laughter exercise called brainwash. So we are going to unzip and take out the brain. So we will do it with a sound. So follow me. Bring your hands in front of your head and just unzip with a sound. The sound is I. Okay, so just unzip, take it to the back of your head. I. And now we got to open it up, right? Open up our head to take out the brain. So again, we are opening with a sound. I. And now we are going to take the brain out again with the sound I. I. Now the brain is in our palm. Do you see it? Do you see the brain? So we are getting out of, we are going to do this laughter exercise called brainwash. Take your other hand in a circular movement. Smile. Start my internal love engine. Smile. Get set. Take a deep breath and start laughing. We are doing the brainwash. Washing our brain. Back to ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ho, ha, ha, ha. Very, very good. Yay. Very, very good. Yay. Let's do another exercise. This exercise is called mental floss. So, we are going to go into the nooks and crannies of our brain and like we are going to start flossing. So just let's pull out a floss. So let's do this action together. Let's pull it out together. Follow me. Now place it on your head. And ready, set, go. Let's start flossing. ho, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Yay! Very, very good. Yay! Very, very good. Yay! So science proves it. Even if our laughter, we are faking it, whether it's real, whether it's fake, science proves it that the body makes no distinction. So when we laugh, when we create this emotion, this action called laughter, the body follows suit. And it creates the same emotions that are connected with laughter. So you feel good, you feel better, you look good. So it's, even if it's weird, so what? Who cares? It's benefiting us in the long run. Let's do the last one. So try and find more and more time in your everyday life to just laugh. I mean, of course, you're not going to laugh when you are like standing at a bus stop or you're in a cafe all alone waiting for a friend, or when your boss calls you in for a meeting. But in the space of your home, find, even while doing your household chores. Let's try another one. This one is really great when you're stuck in traffic. So you're at the steering wheel, you're stuck in traffic. This is the time the adrenaline really goes up and we have to bring it down. We have to protect our brain. So you're at the steering wheel, you're stuck in traffic. So smile, get ready, smile, start my internal love engine, smile, take a deep breath in and get ready for this exercise. And then look over. Very, very good. Yay! Very, very good. Yay! All right. Are we feeling alive? Joyful? All right, take your seats now. So try and adopt this practice for at least like 1 or 2 minutes in your day, like morning, afternoon, evening, and you will notice a huge change. You will feel better, you will look better. And it's up to us. It's super beneficial. So what if others think you're weird? We are weird in any case because we are on this path and we do many, many weird things. So we just add to that list of the weird things that we do, right? All right. So now, just a quick recap from last week, where we spoke about the quality of aditana. Aditana is a Sanskrit word which means dedication or strong determination. And so we explored questions like, what do we do with this human life, and to turn the compass of your heart really to what really matters. So those of you who've kind of not had a chance to look at the recording, I will repost the recording, so do go over it. But some of the key qualities of aditana, as we discussed, were like, one of the things which is really important is that it is possible to choose your spirit no matter what the circumstance, and to be present to our 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows in this human life. You know, someone said that our life shrinks or expands depending on one's courage and dedication and determination. So that's how important this quality is. And of course, on our path, the quality of aditana, like it is one of the 10 perfections exemplified by the bodhisattva's resolve to fully awaken. So it's really important in that sense as well. And to sum up the quality of aditana, it's something like what Martin Luther King said, you know, when his church was burnt down and there was destruction. And he said that we will meet your capacity to endure, to inflict suffering. We will meet your capacity to inflict suffering with our capacity to endure suffering. And we will not hate you, but we will wear you down with our love. That's called dedication to love. commitment to love. That's what Aditana is. That's what the essence of Aditana is, this quality. So these teachings are really a reminder to our heart, a reminder to our deeper understanding. And these teachings have touched me in some way. And they remind me of what is beautiful, of what is important. And so that is why I share some of these teachings when we meet on Saturdays. So I'm going to read to you an instruction from Lord Buddha. And Lord Buddha says, live in joy, in love, even among those who hate. Live in joy, in health, even among the afflicted. Live in joy, in peace, even among the troubled. Look within, be still, quiet the mind, tend the heart. Free from fear and clinging, know the sweet joy of living in the way. So that is some wild instruction to find joy. So he invites us to live in joy, to live in love, to live in peace, even amidst our troubles, our turmoils, the sweet joy of your own heart, the sweet joy of the way. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about tending the garden of our heart. Let's talk about, it's like a sense of renewal, which is much needed because we are still in the midst of the pandemic. It's still going on in different parts of the world in its own unique ways. And we are still in the midst of this endless war in Ukraine and with this devastation and loss with earthquake in Turkey and Syria. We're still in the midst of climate crisis and a deep crisis for economic, for communal, for racist justice. So what is, in this context, what is mudita? Mudita, literally, when you translate it, it's actually one of those untranslatable words, but the closest translation to mudita is sheer joy, the joy of life itself. So it's not so much about tending the world, but it's really allowing us to appreciate the world. It's essential for enlightenment, and it's a very, very important ingredient for awakening of our heart. It is the capacity to find joy, to feel delight and happiness, rapture, well-being, and pleasure. That's what mudita is, the joy of life itself, no matter what is going on around us. It's that capacity. Now, when I look at, and why is it essential? Why is it an essential factor of enlightenment and in the awakening of our hearts? Because joy arises with freedom to step beyond the small and separate sense of self. Like what Martin Luther King said, that we will not hate you, we will wear you down by our love. Because at the end, we are all connected no matter what. And that's the truth. And what are the enemies, the thieves of mudita? Are jealousy, comparison, guilt. Do I have as much joy as someone else? Comparing or feeling guilty. I shouldn't feel joy, as if there's only that much joy to go around. As a quality, it is a quality of the divine, abode of the divines. And mudita opens us to, it sort of opens us up to openness, to wonder, to this mystery of who we are. That's what mudita is. Sheer joy. It's very difficult to translate this word, but closest is sympathetic, empathetic joy or shared joy. When I think of examples of joy, there's this remarkable book. I don't know, some of you might have seen it. I don't know if you can see it. It's called The Book of Joy. So basically, it's a series of conversations between His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Archbishop, the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And they come together and the conversations are about one single question: how to find joy in the face of life's inevitable suffering. And in 2015, Tutu, the Archbishop Tutu, late Archbishop Tutu, he traveled to Dharamshala in July 2015 to celebrate the Dalai Lama's 80th birthday. And that's when they created this book, which is like a gift. And there's a documentary also called Mission Joy, which is a gift for all of us.
By whom, Dilreen?
It is called the Book of Joy. If you just Google search, I will share the details. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what they talk about. They spend a week together, they share the intimate stories, the spiritual practices, and they're continually teasing each other. They talk about why they can be happy after having suffered and seen the loss of lives in South Africa and suffering in Tibet, loss of culture, burning of culture, loss of monasteries, and being in exile for so many years. And they just sit there and they laugh and they're brimming. I mean, they actually reveal a life that is brimming with joy. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I have a personal confession to make. I mean, of course, His Holiness's teachings are extraordinary. His presence, his radiance, his serenity is just phenomenal. But I have always gone to hear him laugh. And I'm sure that people go by the 10,000s or the 20,000s to him to hear him laugh. You know, he comes into this packed auditorium. My first memory of His Holiness, of course, like we read his books and we know his teachings and we hear him on YouTube, but the first memory of His Holiness, which is so vivid, is he comes into an auditorium, a packed auditorium. He comes onto the stage and he laughs. He laughs for 5 minutes. Oh my God, the delight that he carries within him, it just lit up the entire auditorium. It just lit all of us up. And that's what these two do. It's amazing, you know, if you read the book or watch the documentary, they are continually teasing each other. They are playing, they're laughing. I mean, there is one moment in the book and the documentary where like Tutu is like taking off His Holiness's hat, and the Dalai Lama says, and then they actually begin to wrestle, and the Dalai Lama suddenly says, you know, we are supposed to be holy men, so the camera is on us, stop that. And then there's another time when they're talking about what will happen to them when they die. So the Dalai Lama says to the Archbishop Tutu that, of course, when you die, you will go to heaven. So Tutu asks him, and where will you go? He says, maybe hell. So Tutu says, but you know, you are expected to be reborn. So the Dalai Lama says, maybe I'm not certain, but you know, let me be nice to the Chinese because they are going to pick my next incarnation. And they are bantering each other in the midst of all suffering that they have experienced. Such joyous beings, that sense of delight that they carry. And then they radiate it to everyone around them, every person they touch with that joy, that quality of joy, that freshness, that innocence, that gratitude, that wonder, that delight, that contentment, that deep, deep well-being and benevolence, a serene joy that's born from that pleasure, that amusement. You know, words are not enough to describe the various feelings that are associated with this kind of joy. The wonder, the elevation, when we witness someone's act of kindness or compassion or generosity, you know, it's all these feelings that we feel. That's what it is. That's what Mudita is. So I'm going to just read a poem. It's by Jack Gilbert. It's a very tough poem, a magnificent poem. And, but that really is the essence of Mudita. Sorrow everywhere, slaughter everywhere. If babies are not starving someplace, they are starving somewhere else, with flies in their nostrils. but we enjoy our lives because that's what God wants. Otherwise, the mornings before summer dawn would not be made so fine. The Bengal tiger would not be fashioned so miraculously well. The poor women at the fountain are laughing together between the suffering they've known and the awfulness in their future, smiling and laughing while somebody in the village is sick. If we deny our happiness, we lessen the importance of their deprivation. We must risk delight. We can do without pleasure, but not delight, not enjoyment. We must have the stubbornness to accept our gladness in the ruthless furnace of this world. To make injustice the only measure of our attention is to praise the devil. If the locomotive of the Lord runs us down, we should give thanks that the end had magnitude. It's a very long poem, but I'm just reading some parts from the poem. It's a very, very powerful statement. It's a very, very, and it's a calling for a heart to live like Tutu, to live like the Dalai Lama, the two most joyous beings on the earth. But it's not just them. It's not just them. I mean, if you have children or if you have grandchildren, you hang out with them. It's that spirit of the child that is born in each one of us, that joyful spirit. You see them looking with eyes of joy, eyes of wonder, eyes of delight. That indomitable spirit that is in each one of us, regardless of how tough the upbringing has been. We all have that, those magic moments of just laughing, playing, running, tickling, teasing, delighting. That joyful spirit is in each one of us. And today, when we do our practice, we are going to invoke that joyful spirit that is in each one of us. And I want to just end with this poem, and Rumi says that do not sit for long with sadness, my friends. When you go to a garden, do you look at the thorns or flowers? Spend more time with roses and jasmine. Yes, there are thorns in this world. Yes, the garden needs to be tended. But do you look at the flowers or the thorns? Spend more time with roses and jasmine. So with this, let's begin our practice. So I want you to sit comfortably. Where your body feels rested with a sense of alertness and also graciousness, like the king or the queen. And I want you to now bring this amazing gift of attention, this gift of awareness. And I want you to notice just now, in this present moment, the state of your body, mind, and heart. And maybe you could take a few long, deep breaths in and out. And with each breath, release the obvious tension and tightness that you can. And now let's go to a deeper level of opening. I want you to bring your attention to your eyes, to your face, and let your eyes be soft. Let your face be soft. And loosen the jaw. And if you'd like, we could roll our heads together to release our neck gently in clockwise direction. And the second time in clockwise direction, just rolling your hand very gently, slowly. And now in the anti-clockwise direction, one, and then the second time, two. And now bringing your neck to an upright, simple upright position. And now I want you to feel the weight of your body, like your buttocks, your feet. I want you to feel this gravity pulling you. And you are met by the earth, by the sofa, by the chair, by the floor. Wherever you're sitting, know that you're held by the earth. So you can just let go, be stable, be steady, just where you are on this earth, like a great tree. And let your belly be soft and your breath natural. And let your heart be soft as well, open to receiving whatever arises with tenderness, with compassion, with kindness. And now, with this embodied presence, I want you to shift your attention. I want you to shift your attention fully to your breath and to your body. And let things begin to open and bloom like a flower. So, as you sit now, gently letting the breath breathe itself, holding all the dimensions of your humanity, the ups and downs, the gain and loss, and holding it with your gracious heart. I want you to bring your hands in a prayerful position on your heart center, and let's invoke for divine blessings. We humbly invoke for the blessings of God. We invoke for divine peace, divine mercy, for the whole planet Earth, for all countries, for all nations, for all cities, for all towns, for all villages, for all neighborhoods, for all homes, for all families. We invoke for the blessings of illumination, of spirituality, of good health, happy relationships, meeting of all our needs, and the meeting of the needs of humanity. We invoke for the blessings of all the great, great spiritual teachers of all traditions, the great Buddhas. We invoke for the blessings of all our spiritual teachers, guides, holy gurus, mentors, archangels, holy angels, holy masters, all our spiritual elders seated beside the throne of God. To our spiritual triad, to the higher soul, our divine self, we invoke for the blessing of illumination, for the blessing of spiritual radiance, a serene joy born from deep well being and benevolence, a blessing of delight and enchantment, a shining kind of contentment, a blessing of rejoicing, rejoicing in someone else's happiness, a blessing of gratitude, to be able to be grateful no matter what. And we thank you. In full faith, we thank you. Keep your hands, continue to keep your hands in your heart center, and let's make a resolve. We will make a resolve that our practice over the next 3 to 5 days or even a week will be a practice. So, our dedication, our commitment, that will be a practice of harmlessness, helpfulness, and joyfulness. So we aim to be harmless in our actions, in our speech, in our emotional reactions, in our thoughts. We aim to be helpful physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually. We offer ourselves as instruments for the healing of the earth. And we aim to cultivate and embody joy as a sense of being, a joyful being, radiating that joy in every expression that we make in our own unique ways. As joyful beings, radiating joy from the inside out. You may lower your hands, your arms. Rest easily on your knees, on your thighs, palms facing the heavens. Relax your shoulders. And now, I want you to think of someone you care about naturally. I want you to visualize them, picture them, remember them in your mind's eye, or hold them in your heart. And as you hold this person in your heart or see them in your mind's eye, the person that you feel affection for, the person that you love, the person that you care for, notice what comes, what happens as you bring them and hold them in your heart, or you see them in your mind's eye. It's like a little half smile that comes onto your lips as you see them. And now I want you to use your imagination. I want you to imagine and picture their happiest moment as a child. I want you to sense it, feel it, envision it. Their joyful moments as a child, just running, playing, laughing. It's in each one of us, this joyful spirit, that child of the spirit born into each one of us, no matter how difficult the upbringing is. So I want you to picture their happiest moment as a child. Just the simplicity of running, laughing, playing. And now I want you to wish them well. As you look at them with this half smile on your lips, may you be joyful. May you always remember the child of the spirit born in you. May your joy increase. May the causes for your happiness, for your joy, for your well-being grow stronger. May you live in joy. May you be happy. May you be joyful. And as the years go by, may your joy increase. And may you always remember the child of the Spirit born in you. And may the causes for your happiness, for your well-being, for your joy continue to grow stronger and stronger. And notice as you invite this quality of joy, of sharing joy with someone you care about, notice what it does to you. It opens you up to joy. It elevates your own heart. And now I want you to choose another person, someone else that you care about. And I want you to picture them, to hold them in your mind's eye, to hold them in your heart. And with that little half smile on your lips, the delight of seeing them. And again, imagine their magic moment, their joyful moment as a child. Running, playing, laughing, teasing, tickling. And just begin to wish them well as you hold them in your heart, remembering their happiest moment, their magic moments as a child. May you be joyful. May your joy increase. May you remember the child of the Spirit born in you. May the causes for your joy, your happiness, your delight, your well being grow stronger. And see them as joyful, see them as joyful, living in joy. And now, both these people that you care about, you notice that they are gazing back at you. They're looking at you, their eyes are smiling at you. And they hold you in their mind's eye, they hold you in their heart. And they whisper to you with their eyes smiling, full of joy. Do you remember the magic moments of your childhood? Laughing, running, playing, teasing, tickling, pranking, making mischief. That glint, that sparkle in your eyes, climbing. And you say, as you look at them, you say, yes, I do. I remember. And they say to you, may you be joyful. And you take it in, you take in their wishes. May you always remember the joyful spirit in you. And may your joy increase day by day, year by year. And may the causes for your happiness, for your joy, for your well being, for your delight, for your enchantment continue to grow stronger and stronger with each passing moment, with each passing day, with each passing year. May you live in joy and enjoy. And you bring your hands to your heart center, place them on your heart center, and you accept their wishes for you with the smile on your face as you've been visualizing your magic moments, reclaiming those magic moments, your best moments as a child from your childhood. Camus says the process of life is to slowly trek back to reclaim those moments of our childhood that first opened our heart. Just the simplicity of laughing, running, playing, teasing, tickling, pranking. And you accept their wishes. And now, all three of you, the two people that you care about, and you with a smile on your faces, you begin to turn inwards and wishing yourself well. And you say to yourself, with your hands on your heart, may I be joyful. May I always remember the joyful spirit in me. May my joy, the joy of my heart, continue to grow. May the joy of my heart increase as the years go by. And may the causes for my happiness for my delight, for my enchantment, for my well being, for my delight. Continue to grow stronger and stronger in my life. May I live in the sweet joy of my heart, and may I radiate that joy to all beings in every direction. Living from my heart, giving from my heart, a joyous being. And now I want you to pick one more person who you want to send and share the mudita of joy and beautiful well-being to. You will know who. I want you to visualize them, remember them, picture them in your heart, in your mind's eye, and then imagine their best day as a child, their happiest day as a child, laughing, playing, running, tickling, teasing, pranking, and then wishing them this beautiful, beautiful wish. May you be joyful. May you remember the child of the Spirit born in you. May your joy increase, and may you continue. May the causes for your joyfulness, for your happiness, for your delight, for your enchantment continue to grow stronger and stronger. May you live in joy and enjoy. And just continue to sit in this field of joy with a smile on your lips. The space of joy, the sweet tenderness of joy. With all the people that you love and care for, smiling back at you, smiling at you with their eyes. And you're receiving that smile and smiling back. Feel this joy as you inhale. Feel it in your heart, in your body, in your mind. Inhaling joy into every particle of your being. Inhaling it deeply, let it permeate and circulate in your entire body, in your etheric field, in your astral field, in your mental field, heart, mind, body, in your energy. It's as if your heart is like a lighthouse, a beacon of joy, brimming with joy and radiating joy in every direction to all beings. It's like the birds are singing along the joys, their songs of happiness and joy. It's springtime. And you are a joyous being, radiating joy in every direction, touching every being, the birds, the animals, the plants, the flowers, of course, the humans, the young, the old, the middle aged, human beings in all different stages of their lives. And you're also touching both human and non human beings with this joy. As you're radiating it, shining it from inside out. And you're sending it out in the universe, not only to your loved ones, to your family members, but to all people of the earth. And you're beautifully, beautifully wishing them joy. May you be joyful. May you remember the joyful spirit in you. And you're sending it across to every person, every being on this earth. May your joy increase. And may the causes for your joy, for your well being, for your happiness, for your delight continue to grow stronger and stronger in your lives. May you always live in the sweet tenderness of joy. May you feel the delight, the happiness, the rapture, the pleasure, a lightness of heart. And now I just want you to sit in silence as a beacon of joy as you spread this in every direction. Inhaling and exhaling gently, inhaling joy, exhaling joy with each breath. Be joyful. May you remember the joyful spirit in you. May your joy, the joy of your heart, continue to increase. May the causes for your joy, for your happiness, for your well being, for your delight, for a lightness of heart continue to grow stronger and stronger in your lives. May you have a joyful spirit and a joyful heart. And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes with a big, big smile. A smile that's brimming with joy, that's radiating joy. Atma Namaste.